Well, he dropped down to the 250 class, had a bit of fun with the kids. Weston Wrozyna, man, let's talk about Deschambault. I know a couple things happened, but talk about the day here.
Yeah, overall, just a little bit of a weird day. Ended up in qualifying, trying to do the jump. I did it about twice, and then well, I ended up blowing up a wheel. So I only got about halfway through qualifying, came off, got that fixed. Moto 1, I got off to a good jump, and then on, I think, corner 3, I went wide trying to pass a couple guys, and I got a great welcoming to the 250 class and got sent over the berm. So ended up starting the first moto and literally dead last. Made my way up to 10th. Was almost there at 9th, almost caught him right at the end there. And then Moto 2, I was gassed from Moto 1. I mean, obviously the shape I'm in isn't the greatest with my injuries, and I ended up battling with Quinn a little bit for about a lap, and then he ended up blowing the berm before the finish line, and I hit the finish line sign going down, and then I picked myself back up, caught my way back up to 10th, I think it was. So I mean, it really bit of a disappointing day. You know, I showed some speed, but unfortunately just didn't really show in the results. But I mean, the 250 guys are going really good. I give them credit. Like they're moving, and I mean, hopefully we can kind of get back out there and, you know, do a little better.
Was it fun to go like that? I mean, it's kind of, obviously it's a lighter bike, more fun. Rev it out. Was that part fun, or what did you think?
Yeah, definitely. Just again, with the shape that I'm in at the moment, with the injuries I'm dealing with, the 450 kind of beats me up. So the whole idea was to kind of go down and try to just last the motos. Really, that's kind of my biggest issue right now. Is my body just isn't capable of holding on to the 450 for 2 full motos. So I mean, it was definitely a lot of fun just being able to actually feel like you're racing, and I can race the whole moto. So overall, it's fun just to, you know, it kind of brought me back to 125 days a little bit, with just revving it high. And, but again, I only had 2 days on the bike, so when I first got here, I started riding at like a 450, which caught me really quickly, and I knew I had to like pick it up. So I just had to continue to, or all day I just kind of got a little bit better and realized like I kind of need to charge a little more. So I mean, not riding a 250 for about 3 years, I think it is now, definitely hurt me today.
All right, now in case you're wondering what he's talking about, dealing with some ribs and a shoulder injuries getting over with here. But all right, now does this mean you're the 250 guy? Like, given what's going on with Marco Canella and stuff, will you be the 250 guy at Walton?
I don't know.
Okay.
It all depends on Marco. I hope Marco's like, you know, feeling a little better and can actually come out, you know, for Walton. I know he's dealing with a little injury right now with his elbow. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think I mean, he's fast enough to be up there with the boys, and I hope he can get out there for Walton and I can get back on the 450.
All right, Weston, well, it was fun. There were a few interesting stories going into this weekend, and you were certainly one of them on the 250, so that was kind of fun to cover. But congratulations, and I hope your ear is okay there, man. And you didn't mention that, but
no.
We talked about it. Yeah. We hope you don't add your ear to this list, but who would you like to thank there, Weston?
Yeah, I gotta give a big shout out to the whole MX101 FXR Yamaha team. There's a whole group of guys back there just, you know, working really hard to make this program work, and I mean, I got the greatest team behind me, and hopefully we can heal up and get some better results here shortly. All
right, enjoy the weekend off, and we'll see you at Walton.
Thank you.
All right, Ev Brodeur had the kind of day she needed heading into the final round. Took a little bit of the pressure off. Ev, talk about Deschambault.
It was super fun. I woke up this morning and I told myself I had to do what I needed to do, and it was just going to happen no matter what. So I got down, got the 2 hole shots, got 2 moto wins. I worked super hard, not to say I didn't. Jamie was on my ass the whole day, just making sure she was keeping me in check, but I was able to do what I needed to do and just have really good motos, and in front of our Quebec crowd, it was so awesome.
All right, yeah, so you went 1-1. Now, does it come down to like whoever makes the fewest mistakes, or what's going on? Or do you have tracks that you're better at? We're heading into Walton now, so what is it? Is it just mistakes?
Sometimes it's mistakes. I think today was whoever was in front to begin with and was able to keep the main line and the fastest line was the best, and whoever could go through the lappers the fastest. There was a lot of lappers today. It's been a few weekends since we've seen that happen, and I think today that was a big game changer. Woo!
Thanks, Dawn. All right, well, speaking of that, I know Jamie on this podium, she mentioned the lappers. I mean, obviously it's tough. They're in some races as well, but it played a factor into the results. Is it fun for you being that close to somebody, because that hasn't happened in a couple of years?
Yeah, it's fun, but Jamie and I have joked about this so many times. It's super stressful. Like
Sylvain hates it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think he likes it so much. He's super nervous too. But yeah, we're just it's just super stressful because you show up on the gate, you never know what's gonna happen, how the day's gonna turn out, because we're so close in speed that you can't afford to make any mistakes. But it's super interesting, it's fun, and it gets people interested in the women's motocross, and it's been so many years since we've had people actually wanting to watch our races, so just for that fact, I think it's a great thing.
Nice. Now we're heading to Walton in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Are you going to ride during the week as well?
Yeah, I'm going to ride during the week. Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, now I believe, what do you have, like a 9-point lead now, maybe? 12-point lead now, so game plan, you just go out and go for wins and see what happens?
Yeah, I think we're just going to be smart and do what I need to do to, clinch the championship. Obviously, you never know what's going to happen, and everything is still up for grabs, but I'm just going to do what I do best and try to keep my head down and go home with the championship.
Well, 7 times sounds pretty good, but how would 8 times sound?
Oh, 8 would be pretty great, yeah.
All right, well, hey, thanks for the chat. Congratulations on another great weekend. Who would you like to thank, Ev?
Yeah, for sure. Gas, Chalice, Quebec, SPDA, W, FMF, 60 Helmets, CTI, Oakley, DID, Get, Renegade, Dirt Care, Pharma Boots, Liat, Prospect Suspension, my pit board, my parents, my boyfriend, the whole team, Alex, and just everyone cheering me on. Thank you so much.
All right, Ev. Well, congratulations. Take a weekend off, and we'll see you at Walton.
Yeah, see you at Walton.
All right, big weekend for this gentleman here, Jeremy McKie, man. Look where we're shooting this interview, underneath the KTM factory rig, man. Pretty cool day. Talk about Deschambault.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, got a good qualifying time. I got 4th, but from 1st to 4th only had like 0.4, so it was really tight. Went out Moto 1, actually crashed twice, got 7, came back, wasn't too happy. Reset the button, came to Moto 2, got the whole shot, led for like 20 minutes, and then got P3 in that moto, so that was a good bounce back, and fans were amazing. I mean, it's hometown, but everyone was screaming. It was amazing.
All right, well, let's talk about that second moto, man, because you were out front, you had some space. I thought you had it, man. What happened? Lappers, tired? Guys just caught you?
No, I had a good pace, and then I started hearing the guys, and I just started riding protective. I probably shouldn't, but I rode protective, and they eventually got around me. So I think that's why I got my 3rd, but it's still fine. It was a good day overall.
Well, tell us the difference between where you've been and under this factory rig. How did the day go? Tell us the difference.
I mean, it's I don't know how different it is. It's just a different feeling, different vibe. It's super fun. I like it. It was a good day, so happy to show that I could actually be under here.
Nice. Now, okay, we got a weekend off, and then we're heading to Walton. Are you still going to be wearing the same shirt at Walton?
Yeah, I will be wearing the same shirt at Walton.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations. Well, how about the crowd, man? The crowd was going nuts for you.
Yeah, the crowd was pretty good. It was amazing.
How was the track rougher than normal? What was the track like?
I mean, I kind of forget how rough it was last year, but it was nice. The track got rough. It was a nice rough. It was fun. It wasn't definitely wasn't Gopher, but it was rougher than Sendalee, so it was a fun track.
All right, man. Well, hey, I was just talking to Weston Wrozyna. He was another cool story of this week, and you were the other one, that's for sure, getting under this the tent here. So congratulations, great ride in that second moto, dude, and we'll see you at Walton. Who would you like to thank?
The whole the whole Rebel Tour KTM team, Dunlop, Oakley, just everyone on this team that's been helping, the mechanic Justin, just everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, that was unfair. He's wearing the shirt. Read the shirt.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Have a good weekend off. We'll see you at Walton.
Thank you, Shell Walton.
Tanner Ward, number 84 here. Tanner, we were just joking, man. I saw you this morning, free practice. I knew something was up. Something was going on, man. You were feeling it today. Talk about Deschambault here. What was going on?
Yeah, it's always something about Deschambault. I always enjoy riding here, and I felt really good here in practice this week, and just kind of brought that momentum into my first practice today. And we made some good bike changes, and just honestly, I told the guys today when I first got on the bike to set sag, I'm like, when you sit on a bike and it feels good, and I'm like, it's one of those days. So obviously just an attitude thing, but when you feel good from the start like that, you just kind of know it's gonna be a good day, and that's half the battle.
Nice, yeah. Like I say, it was obvious right from there was some aggression there. Like, I mean, you were like throwing the bike sideways, scrubbing. It just looked like something was going on. Like, now is that something you take like just because you like this track, or is that something you feel there has been a bit of a switch has gone? And you kind of carry that forward.
I obviously really like this track. I've had good success here in the past, obviously, and then. Yeah, we made good progress with the bike, and then just once you get that much more comfy on it, and it's been chasing and trying all year long, and I didn't make a single clicker change all day, so that's definitely part of it too. So going forward into Walton, last Walton it was good too, so I obviously like Walton as well, so I hopefully can carry that into there, and yeah.
All right, let's talk about it. I mean, obviously, perennial number 2 guy this year, Tyler Medaglia. You and him, you just went into lap traffic. I mean, that was obvious. I think played a huge deal in it. But you were right on him here, and it was amazing. Was that a fun race? And what happened?
Yeah, it's definitely fun to look back on. It was tough. I knew I did the hot lap, and I was like, all right, it's gonna be a tough race. I spent a lot of energy in that first one, and I just got behind him on first, second lap, whatever, and I kind of reeled him in, and then I was looking for somewhere to pass, and just anytime I tried something, it was not working, and then I stuck behind him, tried to break him, and I mean, everyone knows Tyler's a bulldog and doesn't really break, so I definitely upped the intensity probably 10 minutes to go, and almost had a pass me, and I got screwed by lappers, and then he would get screwed by lappers, and with like a lap and a half, 2 laps to go, I got like really screwed, and he got a solid gap, and it was just I was shot at that point, and kind of brought it on home. But I mean, can't blame the lappers totally, but it was frustrating. I kind of got screwed by lappers in both motos, so it is what it is.
Now I got to ask you. I mean, you touched on it obviously, but when you're out there chasing a guy, you're like anybody but Tyler. I mean, you know what I mean. You know he's not going to give you anything, right?
Yeah.
At any point where you're like, okay, I'll take third.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, my goal to like that whole moto was just stick with them as long as I can. They've been obviously straight up beating me this whole year, and I need to learn that pace. So it was just the first moto I was able to run it for about like 15-20 minutes, and then that moto, obviously I think we were 10 seconds or so off Dylan, but that's definitely probably one of the closer motos I've been to Dylan. So yeah, just trying to inch up each moto and be a little closer at the end each moto, and I mean, the whole time I was just focused on Tyler, just try and just hound him and not think behind me, and don't worry about who's behind me, and I think we gapped 4th, 5th pretty easily, and then he would make a mistake, and then I'd make a mistake, or more or less lappers. There was no big mistakes going on. We were going for it, and of course it's Tyler. I mean, like I said, like he's a bulldog, and we all know it. Just kind of proves where my fitness is at, though, too.
All right, well, obviously at Walton, I mean, a lot of people like that track. We're going to probably throw the number 3 in there as well, but coming out of this weekend, you got to be heading in there with confidence. What do you do on the week off? I mean, you must know how you like your bike setup for Walton, like after years.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, we've been chasing all year long, and I didn't make a single clicker change all day today. We made some good changes throughout the week, and I don't think I'm going to change it. I stick with it and just start riding something that all year, like start riding something without changing and just get comfy with it, and honestly, just have up the intensity a little bit this week. We have a weekend off, so try and get a little bit stronger, a little more fit, and then just you get 2 good starts like that. It obviously makes it way easier to run up with those boys when you get starts like that, and then same game plan as this weekend. It's enjoy it, and just a positive mindset coming in the day, just knowing that I belong there. And once I do that, it makes it a lot easier.
Nice, man. Well, I think, yeah, like you say, a performance like that does make it easier going forward. You feel like you're belonging there for sure. Have a great weekend off. We'll see you at Walton. Who'd you like to thank, Tanner?
Yeah, thanks. Obviously, the entire Thor Kawasaki Pro Circuit Racing team. I said it on the podium a bunch today. I can say it a million more times, but no, they never stopped working. We were here testing this week and yeah, trying stuff, and it's they don't give up. So I mean, it's obviously paying off. I've been getting better each round, and just the whole Huber family, Huber Motorsports, Dunlop, just everyone that supports the team. Napa White Court, my trainer Todd, Formex, just my mechanic Tanner, my girlfriend, just my entire family, just everyone that supports me. I mean, it's everyone that sees behind the scenes stuff. It's a day-to-day grind, and just, I mean, we're always trying to get better, and it's definitely comes with a price, and everybody's, I mean, fully on board, which is always good. So can't thank everybody enough.
Hey, last thing, are you ready to race at the charity ride?
Yeah, I'm excited this year. Obviously, our 4th year for the ride with me, but yeah, I mean, I'm ready to race.
All right, man. We'll see you there.
Thank you.
Well, I just said it. We got Clinchy McClincherson here. Dylan Wright, man. Well, guess what? You're the 3-time 450 champ.
Yeah, definitely, obviously excited to clinch it here a weekend early, and it was sick in front of the Quebec fans. There was a bunch of people here today cheering me on. Obviously, I'm like the new French guy in the series, so it was super cool for sure.
Hey, by the way, you're not just kind of stumbling your way through the French. You're pretty damn fluent.
Yeah. Obviously, you know, my fiance is French, so I don't really have a choice but to be pretty dialed in. At first, I was a little rusty, but I went to French school and stuff growing up. But when you don't use it, you lose it. So it took me a couple years to kind of get back, but now I'm back dialed in. I'm speaking the Quebec language fairly well here.
All right, well, let's talk about this. I mean, you went 1-1. First moto, man. It took a long time to get up there. Talk about that, man. That was a tough moto.
Yeah, I was just struggling a little bit. The track was pretty tough to pass on. It seemed like all the lines kind of funneled into the same spot, so it makes our life a little rougher when that happens, because you can't really go anywhere. You're kind of following, waiting for a mistake, and yeah, I was just able to find a couple spots towards the end of the moto, just around halfway there, get into the lead, and then yeah, lappers were terrible, so we were kind of, Tyler and I were just slicing our way through the lappers, but yeah, away she goes. Like Justin and I talked about, the only lap that matters is the last one, and it doesn't matter about the gap or nothing, whoever crosses it first. So you know what, that's what I tried to do. I wasn't super happy with the way I rode, and I changed a few things for the second moto, and I felt a lot more comfortable and was able to kind of do what I like to do, you know.
All right, now you said you changed a couple things. I know you changed one thing. You were on a completely different bike. You had a little bit of excitement heading into Moto 2, but yeah, it worked out all right.
Yeah, obviously our team's lucky enough. We have 2 bikes ready to go, so yeah, a little fire drill between motos, switch bikes. Kind of was Justin's call to do it. You know, we were in the championship, we wanted to win it, and you know, when you don't have a good feeling about the one bike, we switch to the other one and make it happen, and that's what we did. And yeah, obviously worked out well for me. I felt better on that bike, so yeah, it was good.
Now, okay, you got out front a little earlier, first lap actually, got out front. You checked out a little bit. I'm assuming you were looking over your shoulder, seeing where the guys were. You missed a great battle between Tyler and Tanner.
Oh, I seen it just from this track. When you cross back a few times, I can see them going at it, so it looked like a great race. And yeah, I mean, they were on it today. The boys were riding good, kept me on my toes, that's for sure. But yeah, hats off to them.
All right, now we mentioned it, you clinched. How does it feel? I mean, it obviously hasn't sunk in yet. I guess we got another race to go. We're still, I know it's not saying shutout. We're talking about a perfect season. There's no jinx, there's no such thing. Yeah, what do you do heading into this thing? Now you got the title.
Yeah, I definitely take a few days off the bike here. I haven't ridden much since Saint Denis, just with broken rib, and been busy, man, doing some camps and stuff, teaching the youth, and it's been good. So yeah, another week of break here, try to rest that rib up, see if I can't get it good enough for to get back on the bike and start practicing during the week between the races.
I don't know if anybody else has ever broken a rib, but I can't believe you've got no ACLs and a broken rib, and you're out there winning 450 motos.
Yeah, I'm hurt hurting unit right now. It's not fun. Some days, you know, you just have to grind it out and do your job and go out there and leave it all on the table, and that's what I've been doing. I've not, obviously not feeling the greatest, but you know, take a couple Advil and Tylenol and off we go, and you let the adrenaline kick in and let it kind of do its magic, and yeah, able to still ride pretty good.
All right, well, hey man, congratulations on another title. Man, take a week off, rest up a little bit. We'll see you at Walton. Who'd you like to thank, Owen?
Yeah, obviously. We have a camp this week at Gopher, so I got to go work for the week, 9 to 5, you know, but no, it'll be fun to go teach the kids. But yeah, no, obviously the whole team. On to Canada, GDR Fox Racing, my mechanic Justin, hats off to him. I don't know what championship he's on, but it's a lot.
Sure, yeah,
so
right.
Thanks to him for always doing such an amazing job. And yeah, Ryder, he's got 1 weekend left to clinch it, so we'll go to work and make sure that he gets that done. And yeah, just everybody on the team, Colton, everybody, Joe, Derek, Noof, Braden, everybody, we all work together as a group, so teamwork makes the dream work, and we're enjoying it.
All right, well, you can't swing a cat without hitting a red plate around this pit, so good luck, you guys. Thanks for the chat. We'll see you, Walton.
Awesome, thank you.
There's nothing like cleaning a two-stroke. We got Jack right here. Jack, man, put on a great show out there. That Kevin Benoit guy, man, that guy's tough, but let's talk about how it went here for you at Deschambault.
Yeah, man, it was good. I guess kind of mediocre motos scores as far as I'm concerned. I'd like to be on the top step, but I was happy to kind of stick with Kevin's pace in the second moto, and unfortunately hit neutral on one of the corners after he got by me, and Sam closed the gap. And man, I'm just having a lot of fun riding my bike these days. So nothing beats a day at the track with two strokes, and just being here and having the family, everybody around is awesome.
Nice. Now, of course, huge smiles on your dad's face. It was great to see again. Now, at any point when you're out there, are you wishing you had like a 4-stroke or 250 or 450? Say no. You better say no.
Yeah, no. I'm good right where I am. Honestly, I've had a couple guys come up to me and say, "Oh, you're gonna get a call up. You're gonna get a call up." Kind of same kind of thing as Weston. And I'm like, no, you know what? I'm perfect where I am right now. So, like I said, having a ton of fun doing this whole thing, and I'm gonna try to keep doing this as long as I can.
Nice. Hey, when you're approaching that big double there, do you ever think, hey, you know what? I'd grab another gear?
Yeah, you know what, in qualifying I did think about it, and I'm like, nah, you know what, I like my wheels, and I only come with the bike that you see here, so we don't have spare wheel sets like all the other guys.
All right, well, talk about the track, talk about the racing. Like you said, racing with you know, a multi-time champ in Kevin Benoit. Is that more incentive for you? Like, man, I think I can take this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty pumped to be running with his pace. I know he's on a 125, but and I'm on a 144, but still, it's pretty cool to be, I guess, running around that same pace with him. And he's got his hometown fans around here too, so it's kind of cool seeing all the fans cheering like that. I guess when I was in the pro ranks, I was always kind of like you know, hovering around 15th, so you never really had the fans, you know, leaning over the fences, so it was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's right. You're actually right with the guy from here the fans are going nuts with.
Yeah.
That was for you. That was for you, Jeff.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah.
All right, well, now we got a week off. We got the Transcan coming up, then the final round. What do you do between here and then?
Yeah, so we'll head home tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We got lessons at our place in the evenings. I work full time during the week doing construction, and then Friday, I think I'm heading up, packing, going to a wedding for the weekend, and then Monday we're off to Walton. So busy, and you know, wouldn't have it any other way.
That was the most Canadian pro motocross few sentences ever right there. Got to get back to work, going to a wedding.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Jack. Well, hey, congratulations. It was a lot of fun to watch that race out there. Who'd you like to thank, man?
Yeah, I gotta give it up to my mom and dad, and my girlfriend Kelsey, and Sasha and Hunter. They drove out here like 7 hours just to come watch for the day. And who else? We got TP Contracting, MX Garage, Gourlay Performance Products, Troy Lee Designs, Kevin Thurbeck Construction, Old Rail Coffee, Lunamex, Timberfell, Clash Electric, everybody else I forgot. Thanks a lot. You guys are keeping me going, and we'll talk to you later, Billy.
Well, hang on. Do you think you could we could go out on that? Remember last week that podium photo I took?
like that. Yeah.
All right, we're putting the band back together right here. We got, come on, boys. Mitch just told me he's done racing nationals.
Well, he said that a couple times, but we're getting old.
Yeah.
You know it's bad when the mechanic's tired too. We both looked at each other and said it's equal amount of effort now.
Yeah. So we put way too much work in for that result.
Yeah, it was a good time though.
Well, let's talk about it here. We're here at Deschambault, rough track, warm, wasn't crazy hot, but how did your race motos actually go, Mitch?
First moto, we had a really bad start, passed a bunch of guys, which was fine. I ended up crashing, and then sand got caught up my sprocket and the bike wouldn't move, so I don't know how many guys went by me, so that moto I played catch up and passed a few guys back. I think I got 12th. Second one had a wicked start, actually. I was third or fourth, maybe.
Yeah, third.
It was pretty good. And
we'll go to the tapes.
Yeah,
We're getting called out right off the get-go.
It was third or fourth, somewhere on that straightaway. And rode around 6th or 7th for probably 15, 20 minutes or so, and didn't feel great. And then I threw the anchor. It was okay, but then I threw the anchor, and it was either I crash because I was really tired, or I back it right down and just ride it in and be safe. And 3 guys got by me, and I got 9th or 10th. I don't know. 10th. Yeah.
We'll go to the tape.
12-10.
Yeah.
12-10.
Yeah, that was my ride. But
We're done overall.
That's right.
Well, you told me at Riverglade. Now you told me that you're doing 30-minute motos at home. You're ready. You're not going to get tired. So what
Never
happened?
said I was ready. I do 30-minute motos all the time, but that's on prep nice tracks. I only ride prep tracks. It's the roughest track I've ridden in 15 years. I don't ride rough tracks, so it's I never have any expectation. But yeah, if to do this stuff and be competitive, obviously I know how to do it, but I'm not going to do it.
You know what I was surprised by? I mean, we know you love jumping.
Yeah.
You were doing the big double.
Yeah.
You were dead sailoring it.
Dead sailor every time. And my bruised heel is the reason, because that thing, once it got ruts, I was like this, and I get tired. I'm like, I want to keep doing it, so I'm just holding on for dear life and just straight air it every time. Yeah, no flash this weekend, so yeah, just survival.
All right. Well, hey, it was fun to have you out there while it lasted. We'll talk to Alex. We'll get you to Walton. But hey, I'm actually wearing a Callus shirt, by the way, that you didn't know was given to me.
No, he told me the other day. It was a good, smart move on his part. It looks good on you, Billy.
I like it. Repping hard.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, hey, great to see both you guys.
Had fun.
You're telling me this is the last we're going to see of you this year?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Adam?
I might be around, but if he ain't racing, I ain't spinning wrenches.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him again. We're going to go ride Callus Raceway and have a good time.
Yeah. Thursday
right,
motos, vet life.
Yeah.
Well, again, like I say, man, great to see both you guys. Well, I'll talk to Alex, see what we can do about Walton for you guys. But
Don't start getting there.
all right, hey, Mitch, you want to say? Hey, I mean, you got a lot of. You're running you're basically running the Maritimes. But do you want to thank some sponsors and some companies?
Turnover here, Adam Turner. He actually
Turnover.
He's getting.
It's a long story.
He put a lot of work in. Same with Alex and everybody in this team. So Gas, Cobequid, Callus, and everybody that works here. You know, they put in the effort, and at least I could do was try hard in those motos. Right, no matter where my finish was, I definitely didn't quit, and I tried my hardest. So that's my giving back.
Adam, how about you?
Alex and the whole crew for having me out. Joe at SSS for helping us out over the phone doing our thing. Joe and I go way back too, so that was great. Jeff, Eve, Marco, the whole crew here treat us like we've been here all year. It's nice to jump in and do our thing, have some fun, smile, let him be tired the whole drive home, and see what we can't get for something for fast food on the way back.
We were 4th overall here in 04, me and Adam out of a van.
Out of van, just like this. 04.
04, yeah. Me and him, privateer, 4th overall in the 450 class.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, well, so I'll see you at Walton, I guess.
Thanks to you for the coverage too, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you too.
All right, guys, great talking with you. Good to see you, and hopefully we see you soon.
Right on,
Thanks,
Billy.
brother.
Thanks, brother.